Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Terrell. If this is your first time here, hi, hello, what's up? I help people live their best life through the law of attraction, intentional living, and daily healthy habits. Make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button so that you know when I post a video every single week. I'm gonna talk about the ego today. I posted a video a couple of days ago just about feeling discouraged and not giving up, and said that the ego was a punk, that it only wanted you to be, that it was only fearful and all of this stuff. And it kind of sat weird with me. It didn't really make a lot of sense. So I decided to read up on what the ego was and just why we even have this tiny thing in our head telling us who we are. So the basic definition of the ego is someone's self-esteem, the way they see themselves, the way that they think about who they are, what they're capable of, what they're good at. The ego resides in statements like, I am smart, I am good at math, I don't have any friends, or I'll never be successful. The ego has gotten a really bad rap of being something that you should try to crush or you should try to diminish, that it only wants to pull you down and bring you down, and that's a big misconception. The ego is between your id and your superego. The id is your primary, your primitive kind of feeling. It's only about pleasure. It only wants to feel good. It doesn't have any connection to reality.
But I want it now!
The superego is on the other spectrum of that. It's very realistic, moralistic.
I come to you at this critical juncture with words of warning. Do not do this.
You gain your superego through growing up in the influences that your parents have had, or teachers, or just where you've grown up. Now, the ego's in between there. It puts a check on the id and helps the superego relax a little bit. It's more of the conscious thought that we have. So anytime you're thinking about yourself, anytime somebody tells you who you are and you feel offended by it, that's the ego. But the ego is sensitive. Yes, the ego wants you to be above everyone else. The ego is a me, me, me. I'm an island. I'm better, I'm faster, I'm quicker, I'm more successful. You can have a big ego with all of those terms, or you can also have a negative kind of ego that makes you think that you'll never be good, or you'll never be successful, or no one will ever want to date you, or you just can't move forward in the world. Are you understanding what I'm talking about with this ego? So you can't get rid of the ego, but you can control the way the ego controls you. When the ego starts to spiral into feeling like it needs to direct an attention somewhere, or it needs reality to mold itself to fit this static idea, this firm idea of who you are. I lost my train of thought. But anyway, when you control your thoughts and you control your feelings, and you hear that little tiny voice in the back of your head saying, I can't do this, or I'm not good enough, imagine the ego is a friend. Would you take any of that crap that the ego says to you that's so negative? No, you would be like, you're not a friend and you gotta go. With the ego, when you start to hear those disempowered statements, and when you start to tell yourself, I'm not smart, or I just can't do this, sit back and imagine the ego sitting there and being like, no, you're wrong. And guess what? I'm a bet that I can do this. I'm gonna prove you wrong. And from then on out, you will realize that those thoughts and all of that stuff, it's not true, it's not real. Don't give in to the dark side of the ego. Remember, you are energy, and you are so powerful, and you control all of this. This that we're in is just a body, but you have a soul, and it's so much more magnificent than the ego wants you to think. Have a great day, everyone. If you haven't done so already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you don't know about that bell notification, that lets you know when I post a video every single week. Hit me up in the comments if you want to know more about the ego, the id, or the superego, how to control it, or anything, and I will see you later.